The default username of an OS managed by AWS will vary based on its OS distribution. Why do we care about the default username? Well, often you'll have to use Sessions Manager to get into your instance. And if you were to check what user you are, you're always the SSM user, but you have to switch out to the default user. That's where you're supposed to do stuff. And so you need to know what that is. If you want to use SSH, you absolutely need to know what the default user is. So let's take a look at what it is. And I'm going to tell you, if you just remember EC2 user, it's going to make your life easy in most cases. But for all the Amazon Linux distributions, 1, 2, and 23, they're all EC2 user. For the OS, the CentOS OS AMI, which is managed by AWS, it's going to be EC2 user. Other ones might be CentOS. If you're using Debian, it's going to be admin. If you're using Fedora, it's EC2 user. If you're using Red Hat Linux, it could be EC2 user or root. I feel like if it's managed by AWS, it's always going to be EC2 user. And if it's marketplace, probably the normal default, which is the admin or root or the name of the distribution. For SUSE, we have EC2 user or root. For Ubuntu, we have Ubuntu. For Oracle, we have EC2 user. For Bitnami, and those aren't necessarily managed by AWS, but Bitnami always uses Bitnami. So, Ubuntu, like the ones I remember is always try EC2 user. If you're using Ubuntu, it's Ubuntu. If you're using Bitnami, it's Bitnami. And that's as simple as it gets, okay? But otherwise, check with the AM provider because there can be variation.